Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stone Mountain, live with Star Wars Battlefront. It has been a long time since we had Battlefront 2. This coming from, of course, the same developers as Battlefield, which has been so fond on that gorgeous Frostbite engine. And I'm coming at you guys with some live multiplayer gameplay. We're going to be taking a look at all of the key features, some of my favorite stuff from this game. I've been playing it with early access on Xbox One, doing streams of all of these insane game modes. And what I'm going to be highlighting mainly here is some Walker Assault, which of course we saw in the beta, Fighter Squadron, playing with the Millennium Falcon, the Slave One, of course, and Heroes versus Villains. There's so much epicness in this game. Supremacy also, huge fan favorite, but welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to keep my face on stream the entire time as well here. I'm going to be showcasing the gameplay, full 1080p, 60 FPS. My name is Stone Mountain, guys. Hype up in the stream, and let's take a look at this game. It's going to be starting on Tatooine, Jawa Refuge. Now, I've been playing a lot of this over the past couple of days. As I mentioned, there was EA Access out a little bit early for this. So I've got quite a lot of knowledge here, so I'll be fielding some questions from you guys in the chat as well. If you have any questions about the game, I'll talk about all the different weapons, the different maps that we're playing on, some of the details. And I gotta say already, my initial impressions of the graphics are, I can tell the difference between PC and console. This is just my beast PC shining here, I guess. But oh my gosh, this is a historic moment, boys, as we lose the first round here. In Heroes and Villains, if you guys haven't seen this yet, it's essentially a 6v6 game mode. We're going to be playing with all 6 of the heroes and villains in this game. I'm spawning in as Palpatine. Got Vader and Boba Fett by my side. Each of us are going to have special abilities that'll cater towards our team. You can see in the bottom right my 3 abilities, and across all the different classes in this game, you're going to have different star cards you go in with. Hope. It's alright, Emperor. But you can see my 1 ability is going to be a Chain Lightning. 2, I can actually give upgrades to my fellow villains. I can give Vader a health bonus as well as pick it up myself with some extra health. Some Rebel scum across the way, as well as Leia down there. Let's see if we can sneak in on her. Now, you think that Palpatine's this old guy, but guess again! Luke's coming in. Boba Fett's already down. Alright, Vader's going in. It's up to Han. Oh, there he is. Villains victory. We're going to stick on our own sides here. Scores 1-1, and this game mode is played in rounds. Pretty beast start. Each time you spawn in, as I mentioned, this is a 6 versus 6 game mode, but we have 6 total heroes. So what it does is every round you'll switch off, randomly being selected, a villain to play as, or coming in as a stormtrooper. That's because we're based on this side. Woo! Connie boy, welcome to the party. This is a special ability For spawning in next to Palpatine, I can become a shock trooper that's got the beast. I believe this is the T-21 blaster. Very slow rate of fire, LMG, super high damage, and check out this gun. Oh, God. If I just don't kill myself is the issue. Swap over, we got the DL-44 blaster. This, of course, if you guys, you haven't seen this yet, if you're tuned into my stream and watching this first thing, this blaster is for getting the deluxe version of the game. This is actually my first time using it. I've used quite a few of the other rifles in this game, but here we go. 2 rounds under our belt. You can see at the start of this game, I don't have any star cards unlocked. Those black squares on the right. Oh, that was massive damage to that guy. But I'm going to have to unlock those star cards as we go through the ranks here. Over the first 6 or so hours, 10 or so hours of gameplay that I did on the Xbox One, I managed to get to rank 15. We're going to have a max of rank 50 in this game. The beta only showed us to rank 5, and there is so much new in this game. I like that DLT. Let's stick with it. Now, DICE is known for their graphics, their sounds. I'm trying to let you guys listen in on all of this. It's just... they did an excellent job with this game. Even the beta was extremely stable in terms of the graphics, in terms of the lighting, the sound effects. We did have some glitches there. In terms of the Xbox One, where I played there, I didn't see any glitchiness or anything with that. This has just been gorgeous to start. Darth Vader is in.
Impressive. Most impressive. You're gonna run. Gonna cut you down.
Oh, Luke, you trained well. I was spamming my click there, but he kept me locked down, man. Wow, and if you actually hit the special ability, the heavy damage attack at the same time as Luke, you'll go into an insane clash battle. I tried to hit it there, but we have to hit it at the same time, and he got an excellent drop on me. If only I didn't... Here we go, Shock Trooper. Not quite in time. The round is over.
You've abandoned your post.
3-2.
Pitchable.
And I actually clicked the...
Now you die.
I actually am going in as Palpatine once again here. We also have Boba Fett, which hopefully we'll get to see. He's, of course, got the jetpack rolling.
Push up.
I was trying to block when I was using Vader back there, which you can see if I click in the right mouse here on PC, I have a block ability that goes up, and with Palpatine, it'll actually just defend the bullets. It won't actually shoot them back, but if bullets are being shot at you, it's Luke or Vader, you deflect them right back at them. payback, Luke.
Now you will die a fool's death. I am quite safe from your pitiful little band.
Look at this. Absolutely. The movement of Palpatine. It's so quick. Enemy missile locking on. Most likely that was a homing rocket. Here we go. Leia's down. And the victory goes to the villains again. This is a best-of-5 game mode. Continually switching off. The next game we'll play on the hero's side. Hopefully we'll get some Boba Fett in here as well.
The rebels must not be allowed to target the Emperor or Lord Vader. Boba Fett must be protected as well. Do what must be done.
So we're much more expendable in this. Going in, I've got my blaster, and I'll unlock some cards as we get going here, but the amount of times that I die is not necessarily important. So Han blasted me right there. I just got to keep doing damage to them, picking them off. One of the best tactics that I saw with this is trying to keep your guys, especially like Han or Leia, keep them pretty far back. Just let them blast from range. And keep on having your troops push in. Those rebels push in. I'm going to try and go around on a flank route here. Again, rolling with the shock trooper, so I've got some upgraded rounds. Whew. Luke's got a couple unique abilities. Actually, all of these heroes have completely unique abilities, but they have similar balance on each of the sides that you're playing on. So when you're talking about lightsabers, you've got Vader as well as Luke on each of these sides. I got him, Luke. Don't worry. Look, Vader.
Scum have been broken. Great effort.
But those are the main two with the lightsabers. Han is kind of your more long-range, equivalent more so to your Boba Fett, who's also got more of a long-range 3-round burst type assault rifle. And the damage that he does is extremely heavy, just like Han. Han's got his classic blaster that's going to do single shots out. Very heavy damage, and we'll take a look at that on the other side here, but... Oh, can we get to rank 2? Oh, rank 3! That was a good first game. So as we go through this, we'll earn some experience here. As I mentioned in the initial couple intro minutes here, the max rank is going to be level 50 in this game. The first couple ranks, pretty easy to get through, but we'll be unlocking more characters, more weapons, star cards, as we go through this. So this, I won't go through everything here. You guys can check out some of my other videos for that, but this is the star card system. We've got a whole bunch of different perks or abilities that you can bring in with you. We'll start out by picking up the grenade here. It only costs 150 credits. Oh, it looks like we actually already have some items unlocked even. And then you can customize your hand. So let's actually start out with some of the stuff we've unlocked. We've got the ion torpedo, which will help you lock onto some stuff, as well as an ion grenade. Both of these very effective against vehicles, but you can see we can unlock star cards, take away some of those credits we just earned in our last match there. And there's a lot of cards to earn. I'm actually going to bring on, since there are no vehicles on this map, I'm going to bring on my thermal detonator here, which is much more effective against some ground troops. We got the DL-44 blaster, most powerful blaster pistol in the galaxy. Delivers massive damage at range, but overheats quickly. A lot of different guns. This is an SMG type gun, an LMG type gun. I'm gonna get this as well. One of my personal favorites, the DLT. So we'll have a couple different ones to mess around with here, but Let's get it going. On Swamp Crash site, heroes versus villains again. We'll keep in this mode. This time we're on the rebel side. That's that shock trooper. He's got additional health. Let's give him a grenade. These red hero icons there, which are normally you see that icon and get the hero upgrade in other matches.
Press your attack.
That'll actually give your heroes health. And Palpatine, as well as Leia, who play more kind of supportive heroes, will be dropping those as they go through this. Ooh, two-piece.
We lost one.
Oh no, we're down to Leia versus Vader, but we got it. Played some support there, joining a little late, but let's get it started with the first round going to us. Hector in chat asks, do star cards continually recharge? They do. And they're going to have consistent recharges as well. So you can keep using them unlimited. There's no reload mechanism in this game. It's consistently just going to be overheating your guns, which I'll talk about more in a few minutes here. But we're now on the hero side. And as I mentioned, Leia as well as Palpatine play more of a supportive role. I didn't showcase this too much in that last one. But my 3 ability here is actually going to drop down. Okay, it's going to drop a hero health, as I mentioned. But it can also drop power-ups for your regular troops. You can give them rocket launchers, turrets for the ground, anything to help you against these guys. Saw some shots coming from range. Leia's 2 ability is the personal squad shield. And I can activate my 1 ability and shoot through it, being the only person able to shoot through. This is a plasma shield, or I'm not entirely sure of the term for it, but it's a shield that'll protect from any regular laser bullets, right? It's not going to allow that to travel through it. Grenades can, as well as the cycler rifle can shoot through this. I believe some... As you saw, Palpatine's lightning seems to be able to travel through it, but for the most part, it'll block everything. Leia's special 1 ability, though, is increased damage, one-shotting regular troops, one-shotting them, as I mentioned a couple times there. And you can shoot through that shield, so it becomes an incredibly powerful upgrade, allowing you to protect yourself, but still kill the enemy. You can see we're up to Boba Fett here. My regular bullets won't go through this, though. Get some extra health back. We still have all 3 of our guys. I'm going to try and team up with Han, if I can spot where he is. We have some more friendlies back here. How gorgeous are these PC graphics, though? I've been doing... Oh my gosh. Well, we won that round. Absolutely amazing. Do the heroes get more health when they kill people? Richard asks in chat. They've actually changed the way that the system works in this game. So now it's no longer going to be a... If you played the beta, that is. It's not going to be as you get kills, you get more health. You start with a specific 100 health count, and then you'll drop from there as you take damage. Your health won't decrease over time. You just start with 100 health, and it'll decrease as you take damage, just not regenerating whatsoever. This DLT blaster. Oh gosh. Boba Fett shots to the rescue. And this is the honor guard. On the hero side. Locking with my homing rocket there as well, doing massive damage to Vader. And dropping him like it's nothing. Of course, with the support of some friendly heroes. Luke, go to work! That homing rocket, you actually have to already be locked on to shoot. You can't just hip fire it. So I was trying to get the lock there. Not quite, though. Look at this. 8-1. Stomping this game so far. Coming in as Leia again. Again, it's randomly deciding what we're going to be each round. Let's go over on the right here. Darker zone. Let's let that guy go first.
Work together! We'll put an end to this madness.
Palpatine doesn't want to challenge. Alright, I'm going to go back over with the squad. It's super important to be tactical in this mode. Once you get down one player, it becomes a lot more or one hero, it becomes a lot more difficult to keep supporting. As I say that, Leia goes down. Or, I mean, oh, jeez. Leia's about to go down. Oh! Good pick. And see, they all stuck together there. Even those shock troopers. Staying with Papa Palpatine. Let's see if we can take advantage of our grenade here. Getting some long-range damage, but I don't even think that's going to be enough at this point. This might be the first round they finally take on this best of 5. Where did they go? There's a lot of different star cards that'll help you on different situations in this game as well. One that would have helped me there would have been my personal bubble shield, which you'll get around at least past rank 15. And they decided to make it a later unlock in terms of the star cards. You can bring it in as either your 1 or 3 slot.
Target down. Press your attack. Press your
And
attack.
it gives you a little personal shield that'll protect you from damage. Although you can't shoot through it, it'll at least save you from some deaths. Now, you also saw I picked up a power ability there. Just a little circle on the map. I picked up this droid. Each of these having slightly different benefits. And you can see this one will actually shoot out. A couple of these droids do some different stuff. Got the assist for it. But it'll also actually scan the perimeter. So as it's just sitting around, scanning the area, it'll send out a pulse. That'll then allow you to see through the walls if it targets anybody. All right, time ran out on that one. Draw. That's not going to give either team a round there. Keaton asked Han or Bubba. Personally, I have a particular favor for Han Solo. His abilities are insane. His second ability is essentially unlocking his blaster, allowing it to shoot rapid fire. As fast as you can pull the trigger, it'll shoot, as well as having no cooldown. Plus, the blaster is insanely powerful. In addition to that, he's got a shoulder charge that'll just one-shot people as he runs through them. It's pretty awesome. Boba Fett's got a jetpack that you can just continually fly with. It's extremely powerful, allowing you to get up super high places. Oh, it's got to get a lock. Palpatine, see you later! That's the power of the Honor Guard. Spawning in with those upgrades. Boba Fett's also got a wrist rocket that'll home in on you once you shoot it out. It'll home in on a player if you shoot it in the right direction towards them. Incredibly powerful. Whew. Last second shot out. Irish guy in chat asks, what's my favorite game mode? We've looked at heroes versus villains so far. We'll be taking a look at Walker Assault, Supremacy. The game modes that really have the most factor towards Battlefront, or the Star Wars franchise in general, that makes you really feel like you're in the battle, I think, is this mode, where maybe, I don't know, it's all the heroes and villains going up against each other. Extremely fun in trying to figure out how to best go about it, especially if we got a group together, which I will be doing very soon, hopefully. But getting some people together going into games and working together on that, even playing with these guys, we've been doing pretty well here. 3-0ing them. You just got to find Vader now, and there he is. But Walker Assault, which you guys saw, taking down the giant AT-AT walkers, especially on this map. Endor, it features one AT-AT walker walking through the jungle here. There's no speeders through the air, so you have to shoot it down. In the larger maps, you can actually use the air speeders to tow cable take it down, which is incredibly awesome. Maybe we'll see if we can get that later, but on Endor, it becomes this close-quarter battle where you're fighting them, trying to... It's guerrilla warfare, going through the bushes and staying covered. I would probably have to give it to Walker Assault. Supremacy is another mode where it's gigantic. 20 versus 20 players. Alright, we're going in his lair again. And you're fighting for different areas on the map. That becomes extremely tactical in close range situations. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Drop my shield down. See if I can upgrade some of the boys. On. Grab your goods. See, I'm just gonna stick with him. If we focus fire our damage onto one of these guys, here we go. Just like that. Uh-oh, Boba Fett. There we go. That's 2 of them. Palpatine's last. Leia's the only one who doesn't have a big jump here. All the rest of them have some... I guess Han doesn't either. Boba Fett's got a huge jump. Palpatine's got a nice force jump. Wouldn't say it's too powerful. Vader even, as well.
Whatever it takes.
She's got to hit the gym. Squats. Can't skip leg day. This is turning into a quick victory, boys. One of the less popular modes is Droid Run, being talked about in the chat. At least from what I initially saw on EA Access. Not too many people had access to that. But when I was trying to find lobbies for it, that was one that was a little bit more difficult. The big battles are the common ones. Your Blast Team Deathmatch, which is just an all-out warfare on either sides. Your heroes versus villains, of course. Everybody wants to play as these characters. Of course, your Walker Assault. Got some more score stacking up, some more credits coming out. Let's see what else we can unlock here. There's also challenges, which you can achieve, which give you some more bonus credits. Use 50 cards, some more long-term ones, and then wins 3 Supremacy matches. Of course, we are 2-0, 100% win-loss ratio. Let's see if we can keep that alive. This next map is Solist. This time we're going to switch over to our DLT blaster I unlocked a little while ago. This DLT is an LMG type gun, light machine gun. You can shoot it for much longer. It's got a little bit faster rate of fire. Here we go.
Focus all efforts on protecting the Emperor.
Back on the
Lord
villain's
Vader,
side.
and Boba Fett.
What's really crazy about this, too, is you'll see the battle up in the sky between these Star Destroyers, starships. They're constantly shooting each other, but based on how the game is going, the appropriate side will start winning. The Imperials will start destroying the Rebel ships and won't get crashed down. If the Rebels start winning, the Imperial ships will start falling out of the sky, which you guys probably saw some of the footage on Solus of these crashes, as well as on Jakku, the Battle of Jakku, which is DLC that'll be coming just in the next few weeks here.
I'm not afraid to go.
Really what they've focused on with this game is the graphics and the quality within each of them. Within each of the modes, all of the graphics, the character outfits are directly from the movies. And this is directly from episodes 4 to 6. The Galactic Civil War period in Star Wars. That's what this game is based on. So you're not going to have the episode 1 to 3 battles or the characters from that. It's all focused on the original 3 episodes. Alright, we're going as Vader. Let's see if I can redeem myself from earlier as Vader. They've changed this mechanic as well. If you guys saw the beta, if you hold down the right click, you'll pull your lightsaber up and be able to deflect the bullets coming in.
Resistance will not protect.
But now it's limited to a certain period of time. Oh man, Vader, you're slow. You're slow, and you're too. Luke has got the agility, that young youthfulness.
Direct hit. Now target those repeats.
If I had to choose between Luke and Vader, I would probably take Luke. He's extremely quick. He's got a dash ability that lets you stay on people. As well as his force push is an extremely easy, like, triple or three-man kill. Uh-oh. Orbital strike. You can do some effective damage as these troopers, though, man.
Emperor, Lord Vader, Boba Fett. They've all been lost.
Not quite enough. The good thing is, too, that it's switching up who the heroes and villains are, so one person can't just hog Luke the entire time. You don't have to worry about one guy just dominating with Luke the entire game.
The rebel scum are seeking to destroy Darth Vader and the Emperor. Boba Fett is vulnerable as well. Defend them at once.
The clash in the middle. It's best to have us troopers go first. Our deaths won't count towards anything. That's good, because Luke has shown up today. He had his morning coffee, I see.
Bolster the defenses. We must not lose
Look at
another.
that. They've already dropped both our powerhouses, leaving just Boba Fett alive. Look at that DLT blaster going to work, though. Extremely fast fire rate, heavy damage as well, and it actually holds up its damage over range. The only problem with it is you can't aim down sight with it and see those targets really far away. There's no scope on it per se. This is quite the turn of events. The heroes annihilated in the last game. Now we switch over to this side. Heroes are still annihilating, of course, leaving us to lose. The hard thing is with the heroes here is, at least from what I've noticed, is once Luke starts getting on you, he hits so fast he just keeps you pinned down. Let's see if we can fight him off this time. And they're smart targeting me first. If they just let me start slicing people up, this lightsaber, as you imagine, does massive damage. Oh, see, I blocked him out there. Oh, I tried to use the heavy strike. Saber throw. Got him! Ha ha! Vengeance is mine. Oh, he got me from behind. But the Scout Pistol star card, that little guy. Don't be underestimated by that Scout Pistol, guys. It does some serious damage.
All 3 rebels are neutralized. The Emperor will be pleased.
So we got to see quite a lot of heroes and villains gameplay there. Okay, we'll finish this up here. I brought the face cam back for a minute here. Once after this game, we'll switch over to Walker Assault and see what we can do on that mode, taking into the full map. Hoth, Endor. We haven't seen Endor or Solist publicly on PC yet, and I'm excited to see what these graphics are going to be like. This is Solist we're playing on now, but each map that we play on is going to feature different parts of the game, different parts of the map. That is. Shock Trooper perfection, except for the spawn location. Look at, see, these guys are running straight into the enemy zone. People are going hype for the face cam back. That's right, boys. No, you see them running straight into the zone, and that's what it becomes very dangerous when you do that. If you go all 3 into the middle, you're going to have an advantage if only one of them goes in. That's what you saw there. Did some serious damage to Luke there, but he got the force push kill on me. The force push is good because it's going to do more damage over a wider area. Oh, these are the stronger troopers there. They had more health. Those honor guards. See, this is some long range. It's still got some kick to it. And the way that the bullets work in this game is as you shoot, it just increases the spread. It doesn't necessarily matter if you're going aim down sight or you're going from just third person over the shoulder spray. It won't actually affect your damage that you're doing. And we can also go to first person. You can't do this with the heroes and villains, but you can do it with the regular troopers. Oh, they got that bubble shield from Leia down. Whoo! And we'll get the sniper pretty soon here. There's 2 snipers in this game. Neither of them are actually weapons that you can just pick up and go in with, though. They're star cards, like this grenade, right? You use the grenade, and then it's got a cooldown process before you can actually use it. Heroes might take this one, guys. They've got an excellent lead to start here. But let's see if we can come back on it. See, this is another thing about PC. We've got the chat. There's also a partner system that we can utilize. If we add a friend in here, I can actually partner with them and continually spawn off them, which becomes extremely useful for certain game modes. And let's try and really stick with the team here. That's our problem here. We're all venturing off on our own. Palpatine, get behind me, man. You're too fragile for this.
You're at the top of my list.
Here's Luke. Boom! Oh! Oh, Luke! Hello, my friend. My son. That 2 ability. Watch this, guys.
Enemy orbital strike.
I'm gonna force choker. Deflecting bullets back. This 2 ability is an extremely heavy firing shot. Come here, Han. Oh, just got me before. No! Oh, wait. All heroes defeated. Boba Fett in the clutch. We got one under our belt.
Defend the Emperor, Lord Vader, and Boba Fett at all costs.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try and stick with Bubba this time. Mr. Fett moves quick. And let's see if he'll drop his jetpack out. I'm surprised we haven't played as him. When I was playing on the Xbox One initially here, over the past few days, some of the gameplay you guys might have seen, it was switching you pretty much every time, and it was pretty... maybe we're just getting some unlucky randomization. The heroes and villains do have more powerful... Here we go, shock trooper. Let's finish on that.
Target
Oh!
no mercy.
Turtlefish going down. This shock trooper spawn is incredibly powerful. We also have extra health. If you haven't noticed this yet, check out this guy's health bar.
One target neutralized. Do not relent.
There we go. It's up to Palpatine versus Luke. There he is. Wounded him. He's wounded.
None remain.
Oh, man, that was close. Victory, unfortunately, does go to the heroes. Is that unfortunate? I don't know. But let's take a look at some of the other game modes, guys. So I promise you some Walker Assault. This is the much larger game mode in this game. We saw this in the beta, if you guys saw any of the gameplay out from that. Even maybe if you played it. This was a beta that had 9 million people play it. Over 9 million people, which is absurd. And actually a record for any beta from EA, which is incredible. And actually, we'll stay on this map a little bit longer, just so I can show you guys the Tatooine gameplay here as well. We'll cycle through all the maps, so you can see what they all look like here. This is the final step of what we've seen. Look at the... Oh, God, it's so gorgeous. Once again, we gotta take down the villains. It looks like, I don't know if Leia's not spawning in here.
We gotta make sure
There's a pre-loading screen before you go into each of these battles, so that's where I think some of these guys we might be losing them. Or we might have lost our Leia this turn. I've also increased the FOV here, which is something you can only do on the PC. Uh-oh. Orbital strike. Watch this.
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, man. They've already spawned into some shock troopers, and without Leia's honor guards, this is going to be difficult. She's got a slight benefit by giving us that ability, and... You miss it when it's not there. I'm gonna bring the DLT blaster back out. The classic. I don't think we saw this in first person earlier. You saw my reload timer there as well. I actually managed to finish the cooldown immediately of that shot. So take a look. I'll actually get this back up here. And we're going in as Han. This is my personal favorite in terms of the heroes in this game. So take a look at the abilities that we have here. We've got a shoulder rush as my one ability that'll just storm through the enemies. I've also got my 2 ability, which is going to unlock my gun. At least that's what I'm calling it. Watch this. Look at that rapid fire. Massive damage. Oh, here comes Palpatine. You can use this either for just a quick dodge, getting out of the way, that one ability.
Let's blast them. Hide behind a mask, huh?
Oh, he just saw me. Oh.
Cover each other.
Oh, I tried to get a little bit more range there. All right, I'm first down on the team here, but I got honor guard coming in.
Let's show them what the rebellion.
Hit him. All right, I gotta get him. He has very limited defenses. He can look at you and kind of shoot or deflect the bullets, but while you're blocking the shots by holding down the right mouse click, it really slows down your movement speed a lot. Oh, there's Palpatine. Leia's the last up on our team.
You're not worth anything to me. Alive.
That's it. Go after the other one.
All right, he's down. One-on-one. Leia's got low health, though. So does Palpatine. No!
That's it. It's over.
Look at that orbital strike right on Leia. She didn't get out of there in time. Easily could have put down a shield or something there. You can see I've been just really focusing on the actual villains themselves. I don't have any kills, but I have the highest score because I've been damaging them. And you get points for playing the objective in this. So if you're playing Walker Assault or something and shooting at the AT-AT Walker, if you're shooting at the heroes and villains in this, you're gonna earn points for doing that.
Use their overconfidence against them.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to
Boba Fett, he's got a more powerful blaster than me. But look how accurate I'm being. No! Vader's here!
They've underestimated us.
No, they're shooting me. Alright, I got him. Oh, there's Vader. Oh my goodness. So we got to see all 4 of the maps on some smaller situations here. And you got to see a preview of the heroes and villains. Let's see what we start as next round here. Got to see some Han Solo. I'll be playing as a Rebel Soldier. Instead, let's switch over to some Walker Assault. This is the very large game mode. These actually run a little bit longer, each of these games. The Heroes versus Villains were going pretty long as well, but we're going in. Again, this is day 1 footage, guys. Live, the launch of this game. We're going into some Walker Assault, where on Endor as well, the best case situation. We're going to have one AT-AT walking through the trees, the forest of Endor. And we're going to be coming out of the sides, depending on which side we're on. For the Rebels, we're trying to take down these AT-AT walkers using everything in our arsenal, including we started with the ion torpedo here, which will be extremely effective against AT-STs walking around. And all of the vehicles in this game, again, straight out of all of the movies from the original period in this game. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the loadout. Now, because we're going to have some vehicles, I'm going to be bringing in heavy anti-vehicle here. The ion aspect of these weapons will actually charge it so it does additional damage to all of the vehicles, droids, all of those things. You can also upgrade these cards, which we didn't see in the beta. You can see for 7,000 credits, which seems like a lot at the beginning of the game here because we're trying to unlock everything, but it'll add up very quickly. You can actually upgrade your cards. They'll turn black and gold, and then you'll be able to have additional benefits, including decreased cooldown of these things and an increased time period. Now, this is really cool. Actually, this guy's shield is already down, except we're supposed to be defending it. So I shouldn't be shooting it. The underbelly of the AT-AT walker here actually takes increased damage. So if these guys get underneath it, they'll do additional damage. The AT-ST walking around here. Let's get some altitude. This DLT blaster, single shot. It's almost like a rifle here. Should we see if we can ride it? Oh, yeah! Confirmed. It's not just Hoth. And in the full game, you can ride the walker. Check out this thermal imploder as well. Oh, I died right when I launched it. So I've now got a partner in the game as well, which I can just spawn off of, including I can also take their abilities when I spawn in. Now, it was actually a mistake, I think, bringing in the ion torpedo on this side, and this is a good... Oh, did I die? No, I didn't die. Okay. No fall damage there. This is a good tip for you guys, too. On the Stormtrooper side, and the Imperial side, there's not really any vehicles you're going to be going up against. You'll see there will be some speeders that'll be driving around that we can shoot at. But it's only our side that's really going to have the AT-ST. Oh, there's the speeder. Ah, couldn't get a full lock on it. Let's grab the AT-ST. But while you're on the other side, on the Rebel side, then it becomes really effective to start using the ion torpedo, the ion grenades, because you're going to do additional damage against all of these vehicles that the Imperials are going to be bringing to the battle. And that becomes extremely important once you start getting into the end of these games, especially if they get a bunch of AT-STs ready to go. But here we go. We got the AT-ST. It's got a couple awesome abilities here, including this primary blaster. The one ability is a barrage that'll drop out, and 3 is a homing missile that I can actually shoot onto people. It'll lock onto them after I shoot it out. Oh, jeez. See, these guys are taking advantage of those ion abilities. Look at that. Got me very low. They must already be listening to the stream. You cannot go first person with these as well.
Rebel uplink has been deactivated. Proceed as planned.
Alright, we just need to keep defending this walker. Look at the details. I've got this stream in max quality, 1080p, 60 FPS for you guys.
Don't let her get away.
Look at the quality of the detail.
They're trying to lock onto you.
I can absolutely tell a difference between console with all the foliage and the detail, the anti-aliasing in particular.
Look out, missile lock.
But I gotta say, I did play it on the Xbox One. I've got it on the PS4. The graphics are extremely good on that as well, don't get me wrong. But I happen to have an insane PC as well, so that helps me out. How many minutes? We're almost an hour in to the game here. Official release day on the PC. That DLT blaster! One thing that I did get really used to on the console version of these games, though, is... Oh, man, they're about to win this, guys. I don't know if we can hold this off. Is the aim assist, though. I do enjoy the console aim assist and the feel of that, man. And playing on the Xbox One over the past few days as I've been doing streams on it, it's been a joy playing on that again. I do have it on PS4. I'll be playing it on that, testing it out. What I love about this, too, on the Rebel side in particular, is how well they blend in. And if you crouch while you're on that, on the Rebel side, you are extremely well camouflaged. It's really awesome, Guerrilla Warfare. And in particular on this map. Like, some of the other maps, you'll still stand out. On Hoth, all those snow maps, you still are pretty exposed. But anyways, getting back into this this particular game mode, we're going in, and there's these 2 points that are currently offline. The Rebels are trying to activate these points, which will call in more Y-Wings, and you can see the Y-Wing counter on the left there. They have a massive amount that are about to come in, and that's going to expose the AT-AT, allowing you then to shoot it if you're on the Rebel side. That guy just ran his speeder straight into the wall, into the tree. That poor trooper, I thought I trained him better than that.
Princess Organa has been killed.
Michael said he hasn't seen anybody ride the AT-ST before. I'm not sure if that's been done. We've seen the AT-AT. I just did that. Confirmed. It's in the full version of the game here as well.
Rebel Y-Wing has a lock on our walker.
This is it. They're locking onto our walker. They're going to take it down. You'll see the Y-Wings come for a strafing run here. Oh, that guy running with the speeder bike. It does have bullets on it. It can do damage. It has weaponry. And that pulse that you just saw was actually the droid. I dropped one of those a little earlier. It'll actually show you the area around you if there's any enemies within it. We came in a little bit late into this game. Couldn't help out too much here. We played around with some of the different abilities. But let's see what else it has to offer. All right. So as you can see, we're earning credits each game that we go through. We'll go into one more Walker Assault here, and then we're going to check in to Fighter Squadron and see the rest of these vehicles. I'll try and get some more gameplay with this, although being on the Rebel side, it should theoretically switch us over to the Rebel side here. We're not going to have the vehicles on this side, but we'll be able to take them down with our ion torpedo, the ion grenade, working towards some more of those unlocks. This game did just come out tonight, midnight on the 16th. And here we go, Walker Assault on the new map Solist. Look at this overview. Absolutely gorgeous map. This is the first time Solist has been seen in the Star Wars series, in the franchise in general. This was designed by DICE specifically for this game. It was in the lore, but this is the first time it's actually been seen. And it's a factory for some Imperial weaponry. Pretty awesome. But as Rebels here, we're going to have some ATSTs walking in on us. As well as, of course, the AT-ATs we need to take down. Now, one other cool feature here. I'm joined by one of my buddies, Alex94 Kumon. And what I did was just accepted his invite there. I can also, let's see, your party just joined a game. I can join his game. We'll see if he can join in on ours. And what I did was I invited him to become a partner. This is a system in the game. And here you go. He's right here. He showed up because I guess he was on my friends list in green there. But now he's my partner. So he's going to start showing up in yellow. You can have one partner. Oh. Missed the hero upgrade. That icon there is the hero upgrade. Always keep an eye out for that. But by having the partner, we'll actually be able to share our star cards. So if he's spawned in and he has a different loadout of star cards down here, if he's brought in a different loadout, I can actually borrow that and use whatever he's brought in. So I can have my own hand, which is what it's called. You can actually get 2 hands. Your second hand's unlocked at level 10. And once that's unlocked, you can go in, set up 2 separate hands, swap between them every time you die. Those are your 2 classes, quote unquote. But you can see he actually just got this game as well. Everybody just got this game right now, but I could use his card set as well. But really, he's going to benefit from being partnered with me, being able to use my hand. In addition to this, though, besides having to spawn all the way back and run all the way from the back, you can actually spawn directly on your partner. So here we go, straight into the battle. He's already run up, and I've caught up with him now immediately. He's in combat here, I believe. Yep. So it won't let you spawn if he's in combat. Really good implementation, although if you run out in the open, the AT-AT can still blast your face off.
Maintain that uplink. The Y-Wing's needed to pinpoint your location.
What's really cool, too, is besides...
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Besides the different characters which you can customize, and I'll show you a bit of that.
That's the end of Boba Fett.
You can also change the emotes, like you saw there. You can go in with 3 emotes at one time. So here we go, we're coming up on this activation point. We need to activate that to call in some more Y-Wings. We already have a good run about to come in. Speaking of which, Y-Wings are incoming right now. Here's the 2 AT-AT walkers. Ion torpedoes for the win. Look at that. Massive damage to him. Did my instant cooldown by timing it. And I'm shooting at the underbelly of this thing, so it'll do more damage. Let's put our blaster down, too. First, lock on. Shoot that out. Hop onto the blaster here. Oh! Got him. Keep pumping him. Excellent first streak on this. Look at that. We almost brought it down to half health. And you can see by these indicators up here, we have 3 different waves of opportunities to attack it. One here, here, and here. We're running out of time on this first one. The ion torpedo just doesn't make it. But doing massive damage directly to it.
Spies have confirmed Palpatine is nearby.
Look at these things. It's scary to go in front of them. They're going to kill you, as they've done to me quite a few times here. Another really neat trick when you're in third person to keep in mind, and another great pro tip for you guys, and I'll talk about these more in other separate videos. Again, this is the main introduction to this series on PC here, but you see how this is the indicator here? Maybe you can see that against this white background, black background. It's very white, the ticker there, but as I go behind a rock, it'll actually go gray. That's telling me that if I'm trying to aim at this target, I'm not going to hit it because there's a rock in the way, which is a good incorporation for players who do use the third-person mechanic here. Because when you're in third person, it's not quite where you're looking at, as you can see. You're shooting from over the shoulder whenever you're shooting. So that's a good little pro tip for you guys. Look how dramatic the recoil gets, though, if I try and rapid fire this. You really got to slow your shots down. In this game, once you start rapid firing, that's when the recoil kicks in. Oh, here we go. Let's go for the... Oh, almost got the A-wing. Oh, yes, it's still there. Oh, my goodness.
Coming, Green Squadron, requesting A-wing support.
Copy that, Green Squadron. We are inbound.
Green 5, standing by.
Green 5, copy that. And I need to invert my controls.
I'm locking onto you. Shake that missile. Bomber targeting systems locked.
Woo!
Trying to lock onto you.
Oh shoot, I pulled my shield too soon. Backflip! Homing missile got nothing on me. Oh, maybe it has a little more than I anticipated. Alright, I think we got to take care of some of these air vehicles.
Missile locking onto you.
The uplink station has been activated.
Shield out.
They launched a missile
Hold
at
on. Where'd he go? Here we go.
Vader is present. We must take him down.
you. Look out, missile off.
Shield.
Missile coming in on your position.
They really made this buttery smooth turning, but it's almost not sensitive enough. I don't know. I gotta get used to this here. This is my first time flying since the beta on PC. This guy's not having much luck with me. I'm pretty much destroyed, and there's not going to be a way for me to get more health back. The vehicles don't regenerate health in this one.
Solos join the battle.
Where's my wingman? There it is. There's the enemy.
Watch for homing missiles.
Did a barrel roll. I don't think it's going to work, though. Not quite. All right, let's bring the A280 blaster out here. We'll go into some full fighter squadron gameplay after this, guys. We're taking a look at all the new Walker Assault gameplay, all these new maps. This was incredibly popular during the beta. Taking refuge here. And we've done a good job. You can see as we're holding these points, the blue bar is going around there.
Y-wing locked in.
And as it does, every time it fully completes it, we get another Y-wing. And we have a lot of Y-wings coming in. I haven't even need... Oh, that was an excellent shot.
Airstrike incoming.
All right, this is it. We're going to be able to shoot the Y-wings here. Y-wing phase incoming. Where are these guys shooting me from? All right, here we go.
The Walker is
Oh, no! Yeah, I guess it was a predictable way to come out. No good spawn on Alex. One of the new turrets there did not stand up to him. Again, shooting the underbelly of this thing is actually going to do increased damage now. In the beta, it wasn't like that. But now in the full game, they've enabled it to do additional damage. Trying to drop. This guy's just about done for. One walker left. Oh, it's good to see people actually playing the objective. Trying to target that underbelly. Look how many blasters are shooting at this. Let's see if we can lock. There it is! We won in phase 2! That is insane. It's going to give us some accolades here at the end. But we're going to be going into another map here. It could be Hoth. We hadn't seen that yet. It could also, though, be, of course, Tatooine. Which we have, that's the other one we haven't seen. 425 points, a good combo amount there. And a good way to start it off. As it's loading here and us into the next match. The barrage of blasters is such a beautiful sight, Macy says in chat. Completely agreed. The really cool thing with it too is when those blasters hit the ground, hit the walls or anything, the sparks that come out of it, pretty incredible. And the size of the map is definitely large. Much larger than your standard blast game mode if we were playing on Blast or if we were playing on one of the other smaller maps like Heroes and Villains like we were at the beginning of the stream. And it looks like we found ourselves in some Walker Assault. Now, this is, of course, we've already seen this from the beta. So what we're going to do is switch it over to the Supremacy game mode. Another very large, huge battle. Let's see if we can find one on Tatooine to see the large version of the Tatooine map. We saw the small one on some Heroes versus Villains. We've seen all of the small variations, and there's actually multiple variations of each of these. So there's a couple variations on Tatooine. On Endor, on the smaller maps, we saw that jungle map from earlier, but you can also play in kind of a little station, especially for cargo. That was the map that we were playing on in some of my previous streams over on Xbox One, and that's how I can talk about some of these subjects, guys. Give you a bit more perspective there. That cargo game mode being more towards like a capture the flag. Insanely fun, but let's keep looking for a lobby here, see if we can get ourselves into one, again, for Tatooine, maybe one of the other maps. Or we could even play on you know what, let's give it on Hoth here, because we haven't seen Hoth for Supremacy, so that'll be new. Can I play as Luke or Vader? This map, you can. So if you guys haven't seen Supremacy, the purpose here is there's 5 separate points. At the beginning of the game, we try and go in and take that middle point that's going to be neutral. We'll start with 2. The enemies will start with 2. And we want to fight for that first point. Once the first point is captured, 2 points will be up at a time. 2 different objectives. And you can see this with this indicator here. You can see the enemies have 3 of them. We have 2. And these two that are highlighted are up for contention. You can battle at either of them at any point. And they're kind of spread out. This middle point is in the cave here. Another point's here, and the last one is further back off the screen there. The next point's here and further back there. Now, the point of the game is to hold the most points by the end of the game. So whoever holds more at the end of the battle will be the team that wins. Or, if you can capture all 5 of the points at one time, you'll win the game after about 15 seconds or so. It's very similar to Droid Run. Little droid going down there. But it's got full 5 points. The battle only goes on at 2 points at the same time, though, so it becomes very competitive once we get into it. So let's take a look. And you can see, this is actually a relatively newer area as well. A different portion of this map is available. Oh, here we go, I'm low health. Oh, just got my head. There's a different portion of this map available on the full version of this game on Supremacy here. Alright, we're going to bring the DLT blaster back out. I really want to get into that A-Wing. But here's the only issue, guys. They've got 4 of the objectives now, and they're going to be pushing on our last objective unless we can capture that next one back. So they can either capture this last point at our ship. Alright, I'm just going to try and escape. Oh! Or we can capture the next objective here. Alright, let's spawn on the partner. And look at this. We have 6 people on the objective capturing that. A very quick capture for the rebels. Again, if you guys have any additional questions about the game in chat, let me know. I've been playing this for many an hour. Trying to give you guys as much information as I can in this stream about all of different things. I'm still keeping it relatively general as well. We'll get into some more nitty-gritty in future streams and videos featuring this insane game. I feel like they've really focused on the graphics in it, though. And this is something that you guys might have heard me say or talk about before. They went all out keeping this game realistic and focused on the primary 3 episodes in the franchise, but that being episodes 4 through 6, the Galactic Civil War period, and it looks gorgeous, but there's not quite as much in terms of when you compare this to, like, Battlefront 2, Battlefront 1. If you guys played those way back in the day in terms of all 3 of the different time periods that were featured, what you could play as, and that's been one of the gripes of the game. But in terms of the quality of what they've put out, I haven't had any issues on launch day 1, midnight release, in terms of getting into games, into lobbies, getting the thing installed. That was something that we saw some issues in with Battlefield 4 when that first came out. A lot of you guys that are subscribed to me know plenty about that, being Battlefield fans. But it's been insane. Even the beta was incredibly stable, and that's something that I give them some good points on. But God, is this game gorgeous. And I'm glad I got it on PC here. Now, I have a good tip for you guys with the A-Wing. It's something that I still don't even take advantage of enough. I'm trying to aim here, man. It gets a little sensitive once you get into the close range with the mouse here. Wow, did we turn that around? Oh my gosh, they were about to 5-cap us, and we turned that around. Insane. But with the air vehicles, when you're doing strafe runs on the ground, instead of flying super far out, as I was kind of doing there, I was doing a little bit too much talking. If you stay close to the ground and essentially when you fly out, don't go out so far. Kind of come around a little bit shorter. You'll have more strafing runs per minute by going out less distance and be able to get more shots, more kills during that period of time. It becomes extremely useful on game modes like this, on game modes like Walker Assault, when you can stay close to the ground and continually do damage to them. Alright, Tatooine! It's time to see the larger version of this map, guys. And we're playing Supremacy here. So, the anti-vehicle is really only needed if you're on the Rebel side. And actually, you would really only need it against the air vehicles, which might come in handy here. So let's keep it on for now. Alright, got our hand set up. Another really cool thing, I was going to show you guys this, is if we go to the unlocks here, so we were looking at the star cards, all the different ones you can unlock here. I've gone through this in other videos. The pulse cannon, okay, we got to unlock this. It's just a staple. This, my friends, is the sniper rifle in the game. Another star card, which will be infinitely usable, but it's got this 18-second cooldown on it. And if we upgrade it, it decreases it to a 15-second cooldown time, giving you that extra 3 seconds. It's 7,000 credits to unlock it, though. And honestly, if you guys are interested, save up your points and get the cycler rifle. The difficulty with that is you have to unlock it at level 28, but this thing is an instant shot, the cycler rifle. And the pulse cannon will shoot out after being charged up, as you guys will see. We've got this thing unlocked. I'm going to put it on my card here. We'll bring in the ion torpedo, help take down some vehicles, see how that factors in on this game mode, because I'm not even entirely sure. And let's drop it in to Supremacy on the Jungle Land Wastes, the large version Tatooine. Look at this battle going on. We saw a brief glimpse of Tatooine from the beta when we were playing on the survival missions, but it was a different portion than what we're seeing here. We saw glimpses of this in some of the previous footage that was put out to us, and this guy's actually spawned in as a shock trooper. Must have spawned in near Palpatine. You can see his health won't regenerate as a shock trooper, but he also gets to spawn in with power-up. Personally, my favorite power-up, the one that'll actually charge up, or lock on, rather. Just like that. Looks like he dodged the shot. Oh man, I thought we had that. Dang it. Shot my teammate. X-Wing strafing run. Madness. Alright. Spawn back on him.
We are taking hold of the control point.
Go on the outside here. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. Good thing I got a thermal imploder. Give it to me. Oh! Triple? Quad? 600 points? It's going in my top plays. Locked and loaded. Ah, I shouldn't have gone for the Sang. Ultimately hurt me more than it helped me. They're saying there might be Tusken Raiders on survival. Well, you'll actually notice some of them running around on the maps. I've seen that before. It was on a different map on Tatooine. It was on the smaller map that we saw in the very first game we went into in the stream. There you go. We've got a wild spotting.
Rebel troopers. We are securing the last control point.
Some locals. Oh, jeez. I'm not sure if I can lock on with this. I can.
Our tracking device has
Some
pinpointed
good
a
damage,
smuggler
but you can
Han
see
Solo
you can't
in
actually
your
damage them.
location.
They just run off. Jeez, we won before I could even realize what was happening there. That was the game, bro. Absolutely massacred. Cheater Hunter asked, does Star Wars Battlefront have a campaign? It doesn't have necessarily your standard campaign, but what it does have is some offline modes that you can play and essentially practice for multiplayer or do kind of some mission scenarios. So there's training, there's missions that you can go into, missions being things like survival, where you're trying to survive against waves and waves of enemies. There's originally 6 rounds or 6 waves in the beta that we were saying, but in the full game there's 15 waves. You can customize the difficulty of the mode. So here we go. We'll maintain with the pulse cannon here. The ion torpedo, we saw quite a lot of this. Let's bring our grenade back out. And I'm actually going to save up some more of my credits here as we unlock some more as we keep going. This was the other thing I wanted to show you guys. So besides the blasters, which we can continue unlocking, this C-87, a shotgun blaster, which is pretty awesome. You can also customize the appearance. Different humans you can put on. Let's try this human out. I like this guy. He's got a sick beard. And then there's also female characters you can play as. But down at the bottom, there's also some aliens. Once you get to rank 40, you can start spending your credits on these guys. Rank 45, and then rank 50, Quarren. Oh, so awesome. 17,000 credits for that. Pretty steep when you're comparing this to all the other unlocks in this game being much cheaper. There's also emotes. So you saw me using some of these earlier on in the stream. They've got a couple unique ones here as well. Some taunts that you can use. If you get a good kill, give it a good laugh. Some that we can even change right now. There you go. That's one we want to put on. Victory. There you go. There you go. So there's a lot of customization that you can do with that. And if you look, we can't look at the Imperial side, but they have the same aliens and things on that, but just some different stormtroopers. And this is really cool as well. Depending on what mode you play on, it's also going to change the time of day. So the Supremacy game mode brings us into a night map setting. Let's take a look at this one now. I'm going to bring my DLT Heavy Blaster back out. And this is what I was talking about a bit earlier, especially on the night map. Look how well you can stealth in here. Look at the details of this game.
The Princess will help you take care of those stormtroopers.
In particular, the lighting. I mean, this is a lot of games. I mean, we saw Battlefield coming out with some night maps lately. DICE doing a lot of work on that. It's pretty dang incredible when you compare this to Battlefront 2, even. And some people don't like to draw comparisons, but
Imperials are taking the control point.
it's not necessarily Battlefront 3, although many people have been saying that and referencing to it as that. This is an extension of the series, but you know, you had a lot of content in Battlefront 2, especially for the day, and it was insane for the day. But now looking at this, it is absolutely gorgeous looking. This again on the Frostbite engine. by dice. Okay, so we're playing on Supremacy, though. And you can see we've got the capture point here, so we can either go for their capture point, or we can defend one of ours. It's always going to be one of theirs, one of ours that'll be active at a time. There's 5 total points. We control 3 of them right now. Let's see if we can make our way over to that enemy one. Can we play these modes offline, Eddie asks in chat. These modes in particular, you won't be able to. So the Supremacy game mode, Cargo, all these multiplayer game modes, you'll need to have online capabilities. So if you're on the Xbox, you'll need Xbox Live. If you're on PlayStation, you'll need PSN in order to play. If you're on PC, it's actually, there is no subscription or anything. But you will need to play online. You're going to be going head-to-head against some of these other players, as you see I am right now. The offline mode will feature a battles game mode. That will allow you to play as the hero, as the villain in this game. Any of them, you got to choose. And you can go up against a whole bunch of AI. There are bots in this game that you can play offline against. You don't need to have the online. Although, if you are playing it, I highly recommend you have online, or at least have some interest in playing online, because that's the main focus of this game. It's a multiplayer-oriented game. If you guys are familiar with Battlefield 4, the previous Battlefield game series, you know, any shooter, online shooter game, it's going to feel reminiscent to that. I'm just picking on Battlefield a lot here because, of course, they share the same developer. We have a wild Vader spotting. Let's see if we can finish him off.
Defend the control point. It's falling.
All right, he's fallen. Nice job, Fixer. Oh, jeez. Really good benefit if you guys crouch walk is you'll stay off the radar as well. And there's special cards. So you guys see these 3 cards here, right? I've done plenty of talking about that. You can pick up the power ability, fill that 4th slot. But you can also get a trait card, which are unlocked at level 15. These essentially will be passive abilities that will always be on your character. And as you get kill streaks, you get kills without dying, you'll level up that ability at maximum rank 3. There's things like faster health regeneration. You could go stealth. You're not going to show up on radar at all. Things like that will help you as you play the game. And as you level it up, it'll get faster health regeneration. Your footsteps, or you'll become even more silent. Your blaster won't show up on radar. You'll get more and more benefits as you level it up without dying. If you die, it'll bring you down a level. So let's say I get it up to level 2 while I'm playing. You know, I go on a 8-man kill streak or so. I get X amount of points to level it up. If I die, it'll bring me back to level 1. Really cool aspect in the game. I had just got it unlocked on Xbox One yesterday. Again, playing with that EA Early Access, which is why I've got a bit more experience with this game so far.
We've lost the control point.
See if I can lob a nade out there. Those grenades just completely recharge, though. I think it's about maybe 15 seconds or so. We'll get another one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take the sniper back out. Watch out for a bounty hunter. Boba Fett inbound. So this sniper rifle, I didn't end up explaining this too much, but it's a charge-up sniper rifle. It's a star card that we'll use. Saw the chat asking about this. It's a star card. It's not a regular card or a regular weapon that you'll just bring in with you. You can see this battle has been pushed back quite far here. Let's follow Leia. She'll be able to give us a shield if needed. But you can see as I bring this out, I'll charge it up all the way. and then blast it. It does a little bit of explosive damage when I shoot it.
Well done.
Here we go, ready again. And I don't necessarily need to aim down sight, but as soon as I hold down the trigger, it starts charging up. You can see it charging in that bar there, as well as when I aim down sight. Charging that center point. And if I just keep on holding it down for too long, it'll go off by itself. So if you push 2 or 1 and swap to your primary gun, it'll put it away and it won't actually use up your charge. So that's a really good tip as well. If you don't see a target, you can pre-charge it a little bit, and then if you see your target, let the thing go, get your kill, or you can put the card away and save it. Once you use it, though, even through death, the cards still have to recharge. So if you die, you have to wait for it to fully recharge, even if you die.
We're holding a control point. Well done.
Next one will put you down.
Oh, Boba Fett's in the house. Oh, man. Almost got to cover. Flaming Wookiee asks, can I play in first person? I am trying to switch off between that. And if you hold down C on PC, as you see me do here, you can swap over into first person. The limitation of first person is that if I was in third person here, I could just look around the corner. I know not to go out there because there's people shooting at me. The good thing is you can just switch whenever you want, though, and that's an orbital strike! Okay, we're good. Head over to the capture point. Oh, there's a hero upgrade. Someone got it. That icon is what you're looking out for, guys. I'll see if I can pick one of those up in the next game here. But we saw a lot of the heroes versus villains gameplay at the beginning of this stream as well. And next, let's bring it into some fighter squadron. If you guys have not seen this mode yet, it is gorgeous, to say the least. I haven't seen it on PC yet, though, so this is going to be a treat. Let's just check real quick. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same zones that were on Walker Assault, if I remember correctly. The Supremacy and Walker Assault zones were the same for this. Let's take a quick look before we hop over. Gorgeous map. All right. Let's see if we can snag Vader, speaking of Vader. So you can see also at the start of this game, we've got our 2 points captured, and there's that neutral point in the middle. Someone asked how many star cards there are in this game.
Defend that
24 cards.
Rebels are taking control of it.
Primary mission is securing those control points.
Trying to keep my eye out here.
They outnumber us.
Oh, I got it to cover. Let's see if I can spawn back on Alex quickly here. my partner spawn there, so you get you back into the battle a little quicker, and we've got 5 friendlies on that. Oh, someone spawned as Palpatine. And the really cool thing, too, is once you pick up the hero ability, it'll actually give you an option. You can choose any of the 3. In this case, we're on the Imperial side. You can choose any of the villains to spawn in as. So it's a pretty good system. You get to choose whatever you want to. You're not stuck with whatever it automatically picks. In Heroes vs. Villains, though, it changes so often that you do not get to choose, as you saw at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, you can see this entire area is all playable. But because it's focused on these 2 zones always at the same time, it's going to keep you relatively, you know, it's going to keep the battle in a relatively similar area. And there we go. Did you guys just see Han? Oh, hey Han, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. We have a guest appearance here, Han Solo. Welcome, everybody. All right. That being said, let's switch over to some fighter squadron. Shadow Snake requested some offline. We'll take a look at that at the end of the stream here. That'll be the last thing we look at. That way we can get a good overview of some of the small maps, the big, epic battles that we've been seeing. And I actually just put in my controller, my Xbox controller. So I've never tried this before, but I'm a better pilot on Xbox.
Make a hole for our transport ships coming
just
off world.
playing that more as my traditional system. So I'm just going to go with that for now. Woo! Oh, the Slave 1 is in action! The X-Wing and A-Wing are our options for the Rebel side, of course. And on the other Imperial side, they're going to have... Oh! Come on, man. You're going to have a couple other... You're going to have the Interceptor as well as the TIE Fighter. Both of them being extremely awesome. Now, I've played quite a lot with all of these already, but I know the question's already going to come. Which is my favorite? I would say the A-Wing. It's something that I've answered before. The A-Wing and the TIE Fighter. I like the Interceptor. I like the X-Wing, but... Oh, I gotta pop my shield. Let's take this Slave 1 down.
The transport is lost.
I just, for some reason, I just really like how the bullets come more from the center of these 2 ships. And take a look at this too, guys. First person. That's right. These are available in both first and third person, and you can swap at any time. And it looks so awesome. Millennium Falcon flying by. Let's finish this Slave 1 off. It's almost done for. He's using his radar jammer, so I can't lock onto him. Done for. Just battling over the snowy surface of Hoth. And our A-Wing. Alright. right, here we go. Interceptor coming in hot. Let's join the battle up north. Oh, almost collided with them. A really cool aspect, if you guys haven't seen this yet, with the air vehicles in this game is how they distribute power to either your thrusters, your speed, or to your weapons. The faster that I'm going, the more energy that my ship is targeting towards my thrusters. And you see this indicated with the bar on the bottom there. The speed is indicated in yellow from the left with those two arrow icons. And as I decrease my speed, it's increasing the amount of damage that I'm doing with the orange indicator. Oh, this game is so close. We're not lose this, though. I gotta do some serious work here. Oh my gosh, we did it! The clutch! Man asked, do I like the character customization? I will say that I think, especially if you're coming from a game that has a lot more complexity in it, there's not as much complexity in this. You can kind of generally change your character's look by changing their face. You can get alien unlocks towards the end of the game, changing it to a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'll bring that up now. Let's take a look. So if I bring the unlocks up here, you can change the appearance, and this is perfect. We hadn't even looked at this side yet, the stormtroopers, different looks. So these are some of the different looks that they have here. You can see they've got a range as well, and as a matter of fact, some don't even have their helmet on. But there's some really cool ones here as well. Watch this. So you got similar, you know, facial changes. There's a lot of different looks to it. Look, I mean, the guys on this are extremely detailed. The hair, the markings on the suits, the dirt, all of this, again, exactly replicas of everything that's in the actual movies as well. But we can still have a little bit variation here with the Shadow Trooper, which is gorgeous. You have to be rank 50 to get this, which is the max rank in the game. And then the Scout Trooper, which is kind of more your sniper rifle wielding trooper, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can see these guys aren't unlocked until some higher ranks here, and then these are kind of the two finishing ones. Same emotes, but you know, you're not going to have the weapons customization of, you know, being able to put camos on guns. That's not in the spirit of Star Wars, and they're going for a very true to the series look to this. You know, so in terms of customization, it's there to be accurate. And it's pretty awesome. I would have liked to see even more star cards, more heroes, more villains in the game in terms of, you know, what's actually available. By staying to just the original 3 episodes, they kind of limit themselves. They did the characters extremely well, but of course everybody always wants more, and I think that's something that we'll likely see, just pure speculation, coming from DLCs and things coming in the future. More cards, more maps, all of those things are things that they can always add on. And the first DLC is going to be completely free in this game, coming to the game, and I'm pretty excited for it. That's going to be the Battle of Jakku. All right, so here we go. Now over on the Imperial side with the TIE Fighter. Let's get into battle. The left bumper ability here is a speed boost. On the Rebel side, you have a power shield as well as a bomb that you can blast. This is a speed boost as well as a bomb you can blast. Matthew says I should get the jump pack card. Haven't quite got it yet on this account. Did manage to get it on Xbox. It's not until I think rank 14 or 15. It's a bit higher up.
Great hit, pilot. Rebel neutralized.
Got one behind you.
We shook them.
Another rebel pays the price.
So you guys can see as well, as I'm going through the air... Oh! Oh, here we go. Yes! Okay, pro tip for you guys. Do not crash once you pick that up, because you will not spawn as it. But Slave 1 is here. This has some extremely unique abilities to it. One of them being a counter or a jammer, radar jammer. So enemies can't lock onto you. It's also got a left bumper missile and a right bumper missile. So it's a missile machine.
Missile lock on you.
Missile coming in on your
Oh.
position.
Launched a missile there, launched another missile there. Let's do a backflip. With the F1 through 3 keys, you can do some quick maneuvers. Oh, and we got the back of the Millennium Falcon.
Look out, homing missile. Shake their missile lock.
Both missiles just launched at it. This guy's going down.
Excellent. The transport.
These things have an insane amount of health too, guys. Both of these vehicles. So there's a trade-off. Just rammed them. You ain't shaking me.
They're locking onto you.
They launched a missile at you.
So there's a trade-off with this, though. You can see I'm shooting him, and I'm spending all of my time doing this. He's got a massive amount of health, though, and this entire time I've been shooting him, he's been taking down enemy vehicles. Fortunately, now we're going to have an open field without having to worry about it. And from what I've noticed with all the gameplay I've done for this so far, what I like to do in this game mode is completely ignore everybody chasing me. This thing moves pretty slow. I mean, it's fast, but everything else is going to move just as fast. So what I do is I'll just keep going full speed ahead and taking down as many enemies as I can. Dodging while I can, keep hitting your Y ability every single time it's up. Just pop it if somebody's chasing you, which almost all the time they are. But you can see, there's one guy, two guys maybe, at the most chasing me right now. I still have 70 health. I'm tearing these guys apart the entire time. Jam the missile. Can't lock onto me anymore. And those lock-on missiles that they do are the most powerful ones. The way this game mode works, though, is it's based on kills. Whoever gets the most kills wins. And we're actually playing against players as well as AI here. So there's a combination between the two. You can tell who is who, but only after locking onto him. So you can see this is an AI because no name is popping up there. They'll have the same amount of health and everything, but you'll notice the player's like, that's not one. But I'll shoot my missile at him. I'll shoot my other missile at that guy.
Homing missile headed your way.
They're locking with the missile. No longer amusing. Cut them down.
Missile out. Jam the radar. So another thing, I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but I'll restate it just because it's a really good point. Especially if you guys haven't flown vehicles in this before, since it is a new system. It's relatively easy to pick up and kind of get going in this. But while you're playing, you'll notice that your general missiles that you shoot, your general primary gun, if you hold down the left trigger, you'll see I'm locking on. That white indicator in the middle of the screen. Oh, we barely won that game. That white indicator is actually where you're shooting. And look at that! 20-0! Dude, I'm good with the vehicles. What can I say? Especially with the Slave 1. I mean, I put a lot of time into this game already. Oh man, insanely awesome. But while you're locking on with that white crosshair, if you're holding down the left trigger, it'll lock on for you automatically. This is really effective in close range. You can lock onto your target, maintain your accuracy while you're shooting them. If they go long range, though, try not holding down the left trigger. Your impulse will be to hold it down, left trigger or right mouse if you're playing on PC like I am here. It'll lock onto them. I'm using the Xbox controller, though, which is why you see the text change there. While you're locking on with that from range, though, it's going to drift a little bit behind. The bullets in this game, the laser, whatever you want to call it, are a little bit slower than your standard FPS game. Here we go. Let's go under the clouds here. Some of the abilities that you can pick up include, pop my shield here, pick up a power ability. That'll immediately finish the cooldown for it, which is an awesome pickup. Look at just soaring through the air, though. This is, I mean, this is straight out of the movies, guys. This is insane. And it becomes so much more immersive with this level of graphical detail. It's just really, DICE did an incredible job with the graphics on this.
Enemy fighter down.
See if I see any hero ability pickups. Oh no, looks like the hero's already in. Millennium Falcon inbound here. Missile out. Perfect kill.
Enemy ship pinpointed. Cut off its escape attempt.
All right. There's a Slave 1, but we got an enemy ship inbound. So you want to focus all of your damage on this whenever you see an enemy one here. When you see a friendly one going by, you want to protect it. By destroying this, watch the count right there. We just got an extra 20 points for that. That's an instant 20 kills added to our score, going to 200. But you can see when I come up behind somebody, now my shots become much more accurate. And you can see I'm hitting them, but this guy's going full speed right now. And to keep up with them, I had to go full speed as well. Which means I'm decreasing my damage that entire time. Now, if you pick up some of these other pickups here, as I just missed that one, these will repair your vehicle. I think it heals about 60 health on your vehicle. So if you're trying to not die, keep picking those up. Again, those cooldown refreshers will instantly finish all of the cooldowns that you have going.
Watch your back, hostile fighter.
Come on, man. Watch it.
They're trying to lock onto you.
That's a sight for sore eyes.
Look at this beastness, though, guys. This is where I shine right here. But I guarantee you it's because I'm playing with the controller, and I'm just so used to playing with the controller.
Our transport ship made it out.
There we go. Our transport ship made it. Look at the score right now. They've only got 20 points to 183. Now, if we manage to escort our transport ship to evacuation, we get additional points as well. So it becomes even more isolating in terms of the victory. Insane air gameplay. So we saw some Tatooine. I think we just haven't seen some Soliths yet. And I've noticed, I went through this playlist quite a lot, and I didn't see any Endor map. Endor is specifically going to be on the ground. There's no air vehicles on it. It's always going to be on the ground in a primary area. Now, this is the other fighter squadron map. Let's see. Is this the other one? Let's see. There are two fighter squadron scenarios. There's the one that I was playing on the Slave 1 on, and this is the other one, the Jawa Refuge, which is almost at a dusk setting and looks phenomenally gorgeous.
All fighters, rebel spacecraft attacking. Destroy them before they can bring down any of our transport ships.
I just wanted to show this final map here. We'll show it briefly here, and then we'll take a look at some of the offline stuff, which is something I haven't even really showed on my channel quite yet. So this will be good. This will be good to take a look at. And there's quite a lot in this game. We've only been able to look at a couple of the game modes here, although if you check in the description, I have full links to the entire, every single thing you can want in this game so far.
Trying to get a lock on you. Fighter behind you. Secret inbound.
Oh. That was our first stop in that game so far. All right, let's bring out the TIE Fighter. I don't think I've used this too much yet.
Hostiles inbound. Show them the power of the Empire.
Copy, heading for your...
Or the Interceptor, rather. That guy just managed to get the Slave 1. Do a barrel roll. If you use left or right on D-pad or F1, F3 on PC, you can do that barrel roll. F2 as well as up on the D-pad will do a backflip. And it'll kind of instantly turn your direction around, which is really good for trying to escape enemies. The thing is, though, they have just about as much maneuverability, if not the exact same maneuverability, on both sides, regardless of the vehicle. So, you know, if you're trying to shake somebody, just hitting up on the D-pad as I just did right there, doing that instant turnaround, they'll be able to keep on you pretty well. All they need to do is click the button at the same time. So if you guys really want to get away from somebody, and you can see, if they use their shield like that, drop your bomb. It'll actually still go through the shield. And I'm going to have to do a separate tip video on all this stuff, but look at that. That soft lock. All right, let's protect the ship here. Come on. You can see the timer up at the top. We have 14 seconds left to hold this. Come on. There we go.
Watch your back. transport shuttle evaded rebel forces.
All right.
Well done.
See, look at this point lead we have. The best way, if you do want to take this thing down, you've got to have multiple people shooting at it. Otherwise, you're just going to waste your entire time. If I spent my whole time just trying to shoot this guy down, it becomes risky because I'm spending all my time doing that while he's still going out and shooting people. And if it takes me 3 minutes to kill this guy... The good thing is you do get massive amount of points for shooting at it. Look, I keep on racking up 20s. But it's so simple to stay on this guy's back. He's not... The vehicle is pretty relatively easy to stay on.
Rebel cowards hit me from behind.
Oh my gosh! They just crashed into each other. The Falcon and the Slave won.
Stop that transport ship from breaking through.
And so did we. Pretty good game so far, but let's switch it over to the offline modes now. So I mentioned at the beginning and a few times throughout this stream, there are offline modes that you can play. This is the multiplayer, and the offline is missions, which you can also bring a partner into. And you see, I'm actually playing with my partner here. We'll see if we can get him to join in. But certain modes, for example, like battles, we could go 1v1 using the heroes and villains. And we can choose the map we want to play on. So I'm thinking a Tatooine. Classic Tatooine. And I'm going to bring the partner in here, too, and see if Alex will join in. I'm going to send him a quick message here. See if he'll join in with us. Otherwise, we can go in solo as well. You don't need to be even online here. And if you're playing on console, you can actually also join in with somebody by playing split screen. And there we go. This is actually regular battles that we're joining here. I'll do a hero battles right after this. We'll take a look at a couple things here, and we won't stay for the full game. I'll just give you guys a preview here. At least I think I chose that. Yeah, so this is a regular one. So now we have access to all of the guns, and you get two pre-kit hands that you can come in with, which we haven't even seen yet. The impact grenade, as well as the bowcaster. So we'll go in with that, and there's a bunch of different guns here. I've played with almost all of these so far. This SE-14C is actually a 5-round burst, kind of close-range gun. It's insanely awesome. This shotgun, the CA-85, or 87, excuse me. But this EE-3, I think this is a 3-round burst gun, and I have not seen this yet. In addition, this T-21B, we did see that. No, we saw the T-21. The T-21B is actually a single fire one. Oh man, so many blasters, so many blasters. All right, let's just go with the EE-3 for now.
Attack and defeat the Imperials.
And we're actually playing against each other. So it's myself with a whole squad of bots, or AI, up against my friend with his squad of AI. You can play this also as split screen, again, if you're on Xbox 4 or... Xbox 4, that'd be awesome. Xbox One or PlayStation 4. And yes, this is the 3-round burst rifle, and you can see I can aim an ADS here. And I'll show you this once we see it.
You have time to turn things around.
Went for the thermal exploder pickup. I'll try and play... Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm playing with my controller still. And I don't have aim assist. So I'm just going to go back to mouse and keyboard. And the cool thing is, too, it's actually very, very easy to switch over between these two. I don't even need to do anything. It just instantly swaps. Sorry, teammate. So I got the bowcaster. This is another power-up. It's actually the very last one you unlock. So sneak peek for all you guys. Charge it up. Oh, don't die. That's the hard part. Oh, that's the impact grenade. He's got the... Didn't realize I was using that. The barrage's ability on, which is going to allow him to shoot those, like, that triple grenade. This is better against a couple targets, or I guess maybe being inactive. Ah, see, it didn't really do too much damage there. But it shoots those 5 bullets out in a spray formation. But this is the thing. Here we go. This is what I want to show you guys. So as I kill these guys, I'm going to have to pick up points. If I pick up my own coins, it'll be points saved, which you saw there. And then if I pick up coins from enemies that I've killed, and I can't even tell which ones are enemies or friendlies. I got to pay more attention to this. Look for the stormtroopers. So it will automatically shoot if I hold it down too long. Let's see if I can get another upgrade here. Uh-oh, he's got a good vantage point. Wait for my health to regen a little bit here. So this is a cool way to kind of play 1v1. You can see he's doing a much better job of collecting these coins. You can get the kill, but you got to pick up the coins to get the points. So this other grenade that I have as well is called the impact grenade, which does that. Regen some health here. Sorry, teammate. Good try, Alex. While he's got that personal shield on, he actually can't shoot through it. But he can punch through it, as can I. Yeah, with the V. Play the map Jakku, Timo asks. It's actually not going to be out. That DLC will be out shortly after this game release. It's coming up here soon, but it is actually not out yet. We've got 4 worlds, Tatooine, Endor, Hoth, as well as Solus, and variations on each of those maps. We're playing on Tatooine here on one of the variations. Oh, homing missile coming in. Now, actually, that could have been a homing missile. It also could have been... Oh. It also could have been a turret. Oh, here we go. He's coming in hot. I got him, though. That'll give me an extra charge. And I'm actually using the ion charges here, which will increase my blaster's damage against droids, vehicles. Oh my gosh! What a shot! That was a smart rocket power-up. That doesn't lock on either, so that was some good accuracy. That red trooper is a little bit more powerful, it's got a little bit more health, and it also drops a little bit more points. Doesn't know I'm here.
The enemy has beaten you to the halfway point.
It's 5 points for a hero kill. Or a player kill. 2 points for a standard enemy kill, and I think it was 3 for the upgraded troops. After this, we'll do a 1v1 match of... the heroes versus villains. So this is the battles game mode. If you guys want to play offline, you don't want to go online, you can even just play against only bots and not necessarily bring in an enemy here. We're playing with normal bots, that I had chosen, but you can also upgrade them and play against even better ones. Just wanted to give you a preview of this, and mainly we're going 1v1 here. These other guys are kind of just icing on the cake. Oh, nice shot. This 3-round burst rifle is pretty awesome as well, and you actually cannot change your kit on this one. It keeps instant spawning me in. It's not letting me change my kit.
I have faith in you.
Oh, thank you. Ah, here we go. This is an upgraded one. Oh, that's worth 5 points as well? Or was that Alex? Nope. Yeah, those upgraded ones are also worth a little bit more points. The impact grenade is just instant detonation. As soon as it touches something, it blows up. Very small blast radius, but extremely high damage. So, excellent if you spot somebody and you specifically want to throw that at them. Let's see if I can get it on this guy. Nice. See, Alex is doing work on some of my grunts here. He started good. I was ignoring the grunts to start a little bit. He's got a nice little lead on me. Ooh. It's a 5-pointer for him. Once I switch sides and I start shooting, I keep shooting my teammates. Once I start shooting these guys as actual enemies, might actually be better. Oh, did we tie? Oh my gosh. The tie. I'll switch over to first person. You guys can see some of the first person action of this gun. Getting close to winning this. Oh! Huge point combo. Oh, here's Alex.
You've done the rebellion proud.
Whoa, did we clutch that? I think he was just, I don't know what happened there. So that's one of the main offline modes there, is battle. What? By 1 point! Oh my gosh, I did not realize it was that close. Really cool mode. Again, you can play this offline. You can play it at higher difficulties. Let's take a look at it with AI, or actually with, so battles, we did a regular battle, but on the right here we also have hero battles. We're going to go into hero battles on Hoth, guys. This, I'll bring in Alex again. We'll go 1v1 with the heroes. This becomes extremely difficult because it's super close quarters, but also this map we haven't seen yet, so this is going to be pretty cool. It's kind of like in ice caves, and it's the smaller version of Hoth. So we're going to, let's see what side we play on here. I think I've shown Han, I've shown Vader, I haven't shown Luke yet, but we've seen gameplay from him before. We haven't seen Boba Fett, so I'm going to see if I can choose Boba Fett. Although we might not be as good on some of these close quarter maps. Boba Fett's jetpack is volatile and susceptible to damage. Interesting. So if you shoot Boba Fett's jetpack, it can actually affect him. The thing is, like, if I was to play as somebody like Leia and bring her into this match, she's not going to have quite as much of an advantage. She will at certain points, like if I put the personal shield down, or that squad shield it's called, if I put that down and then use my ability to shoot through the shield, taking down some of the enemies, but for the most part, it's more beneficial to use somebody else there, like Han Solo, who can do a little bit more damage. Although the other benefit of bringing out somebody like Leia is that you can still deal pretty heavy damage while being able to heal yourself as well, which you can't do with any other player except for Palpatine. Palpatine, you can also drop little health kits for yourself. Here we go, though. Oh, perfect. Let's bring out Boba Fett. Now, we don't know what he chose.
The things I do for that princess.
Now we do.
Don't get in my way.
This is it, boys. The hero battle. So we're still going to have AI. We're still going to 100 points. But now, I can fly. And look how long the jetpack works on this. The really interesting thing with Boba Fett's jetpack 2 is that it's not based on its use. It's not based on fuel. It's based on time of use. Time in the air. Gotta start collecting my coins. I think that's Han behind me.
I'm gonna collect on you, Solo. I got plenty more.
Hero health pickup. See you compete with that. Oh, he's got his fast fire on. Let's bring out the torch. That fast rapid fire that he has is incredible.
Running was just a waste of time.
Oh! He won't be able to get up there! I don't think he'll be able to get the points up there. And actually, I haven't even seen this portion of the map before. There are ice caves portion of the map, of the world, but I have not seen this map in particular, actually.
No place left for you to run, Solo.
Oh, he's going for that health pickup. That's a good call. Looks like my tokens disappeared. Ah, here we go. This is the killer's mode. Ah, yes. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage in here. I'm mainly meant for the air. When you get close to Han Solo, as I did back there, that was probably my biggest mistake. His rapid fire ability is incredible.
I always get my man. Stop, Solo.
Got him. Oh, yeah. That's some points. We got our squad rolling here. Again, this is just some AI players.
Won't be long.
He just activated his ability. See how fast he's shooting?
You're gonna fry.
That was his charge ability. I'm about to die, so I'm flying away. Nah, those are gonna fall down. He's still gonna get that. Nice counter. If you guys have any questions in chat about the game, anything so far, let me know. We've seen quite a lot in this game so far.
I've had worse.
Oh, barely dodged that. Man, he is going beast right now.
You're weak. Nowhere to run, Solo.
Alright, let's capture these points here. I'm extremely low health, though. I'm going to try and make it over to that health pack. Oh, if I can make it. Oh, that's a full heal! Pro tip for you guys. Go for the health pack. Let's get some more points on the board.
I'll bring you back with interest. Catch.
Boom! See, it kind of has a homing on ability once you shoot it.
Got you lined up. You're not as smart as you.
Han's blaster is a one-shot blaster, but it's extremely powerful. If he hits consistently with it, I'm going to be a dead man in no time. Good thing is, I have mobility.
Always get my
Gives me
mind.
more health packs.
I've got a message from Jabba.
Show me what you got.
This is for you.
I'll have to do better than that.
Ooh, nice shoot. Oh, the soldier got me. He shouldn't get credit for that.
Doing my job. Won't be long.
Oh no, I lost my reload.
Want some? You made yourself very easy to find, Solo.
He tried to come in with his shoulder charge ability there. He'll actually... With that charge ability, he'll do damage, but I'm not sure if that'll work against other heroes, though. We're actually just playing on normal difficulty for this, and we're going 1v1, so these AI aren't too powerful, although they have gotten a kill or two, and they've got some pretty good upgrades on their back.
You're at the top of my list, smuggler.
Oh, he's going fully loaded.
You're not as smart as you think.
Oh. Oh no, he's about to... Oh, he won it. Oh, nice clutch victory there. Yeah, Han's blaster is extremely powerful. So, that's two of the main modes in offline. There's a couple other things, and I'll just kind of show you guys some of this. We'll go through, maybe play one or two of these. But in addition, in the offline modes, you've got survival, where you go through waves after waves of enemies. We won't look at that. That's pretty self-explanatory, and I could do a whole separate thing on that. It actually is really awesome, though, especially on some of the other maps. You'll have 15 waves to go through, ATSTs will come in, but there's also training. This gives you an opportunity to do some ATST gameplay, some racing on a speeder bike, playing as the heroes, villains. In particular, this looks like it's Vader, Beggar Canyon, practicing on the X-Wing, and you can get stars on these by playing the mission. And then Invasion, fly as the air speeder to halt oncoming Imperial walkers. That sounds interesting. Let's start with the Endor chase, though. Oh, we can even bring Alex in on this as well. So let's do it. There's no first person for heroes and villains, correct. Yeah, so the first person aspect will only be available for the multiplayer. If you're playing on heroes, villains, as well as for the ATST, the AT-AT, there's no first-person aspect for those. The speeder bikes you'll see do have a first-person aspect, as well as the air vehicles. So the air speeder, the TIE fighter, all of those guys have first-person aspects. But here we go, guys. Getting started in Endor for the chase.
ready yet?
They are now. Then get out on your patrol. Yes, sir.
So again, we could be playing split screen right now. I could even be playing solo if I wanted to, but I got my partner with me here. And I assume we're racing.
No activity in the vicinity. Patrol, regroup on my position. Move to the next quadrant. Understood.
Oh my gosh.
Look out! Rebels have overrun our position. They're taking our speeder bikes. The rebels are escaping. All available units, pursue.
Alright, my left bumper will be a speed boost. Oh my gosh!
Rebel vehicle blasted. Watch out!
Oh, big air.
ATSTs are currently deployed in your area. They will engage the rebels on site.
Oh, ATSD.
Narrow canyons up ahead.
Oh. Oh.
Careful.
Got him.
Rebel speeder bike destroyed.
So I'm holding down left trigger to lock onto him, but I think it's actually easier. Well, depends on the situation, I guess. Oh, an AT-AT walking in.
Sharp left turn ahead.
Sharp left turn. You got it. Oh, Alex comes in
Heads up.
for the assist. Oh, tree.
Another scout patrol is moving to your location to assist.
Should we bring the boosters out again? Let's do it. Oh my
If
gosh.
you're reading this, enemy extraction point is
Oh, AT-AT through the legs!
pushing the remaining.
Split the difference.
Roger that. Do
Oh,
not
nicked
let
it.
up on those rebels. Watch out for the drop ahead.
Drop? Alright, we're good, we're good.
Well done, patrol. We have them now.
Oh my gosh, look at the air vehicles flying overhead. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think I went a little bit ahead of Alex on that one. He said in the chat, he can't do this, it's making him nauseous. It was extremely fast. Gosh. Job done in under 2 minutes 50. Damn, all 3 starred right there, guys. Mission accomplished. So this invasion one also piques my interest here. We'll see if he joins back in for this one as well. If not, we can always go solo. Clever Amphid asks, is there first person for their speeders? There is. There is first person on the speeders, but I wasn't using it. I might give it a try in another one. We can take a look, but going into invasion here, taking down some ATSTs, and we're going to be using the airspeeder, which gets me a little worried. This airspeeder is a lot less mobile than something like the Interceptor, TIE Fighters, A-Wings especially. It's super immobile in that it's not able to do backflips. You can't go upside down with it. It's very limited in terms of what its maneuverability is. All right, looks like this is starting up. These are taking a little bit of time here. We're playing with a partner as well online. Let's start the mission. That classic start. Oh, so good.
Protect the power generator at all costs until all transport ships are away. May the Force be with you.
So this is kind of the scenarios that they'll put you in.
walkers dead ahead.
This is the offline. This is the quote-unquote single player. Obviously, I can't kill my teammate. Destroy the enemy walkers. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. So there's ground troopers. There's ATSTs here.
Blast it! We've lost another speeder.
See, and the thing with these air speeders is they don't have any ability to lock on. So it'll have to force you. Oh gosh! Alex came in hot there. It'll force you to actually learn how to aim with the thing, which is kind of good. Especially on ground troops, because you can't lock on to ground troops like you can air vehicles. Nice teamwork there.
Good job taking down that ATST.
Oh, I didn't want to try and splatter him and lose a life. Oh yeah, up on the D-pad on this guy will actually just do that little dodge move, which will allow you to dodge incoming missiles, which is pretty good.
Good shooting. Don't let up.
Transport is about to take off.
See some good strafing runs right there. But you don't need to go too far out. With this one, you kind of do need to go a little further than normal, because you can see I'm pulling up as hard as I can right now. It has very limited upside as well as down when I aim down.
The first transport is away. The first transport is away.
All right.
An Imperial AT-AT. Take it out.
Here we go.
Use your tow cable to take the AT-AT down. That armor is too strong for blasters. Use the harpoon!
With nobody shooting at you, this ain't too hard. Oh, he went into the wall! He went into it.
Detach cable.
So that triggers a minigame. If I was using the mouse, which I am playing on mouse and keyboard right now, but I do have my Xbox controller plugged in. But if I was on mouse, I would just use the mouse to aim up and down. You want to keep that little symbol in the center of it. Here's another one. Let's see if he can hit this one up. Oh, there's two of them.
Shoot the harpoon! Stay focused.
If people shoot you while you're going around it, though, it's going to make that mini game a lot more difficult. You'll see, like, it'll go into the red, and I'll give you a quick preview of what it looks like if I miss. So if I start going off the edge... Oh, can I not even? Yeah, see, it starts going red like that. If somebody was shooting me, it would just start making the thing freak out, knocking me out of range there, but I was just doing it on purpose there. Let's come back around. And look, I'll use my mouse here. See how it changes to a little mouse icon? Now I'm just moving my mouse up and down to keep it within that perimeter. Captured.
Last one of the walkers are down.
Alex said that... Oh, here we go. Two down.
Maintain defenses. Transport Wayfarer has made it.
So you can see this is kind of like a practice mode in the training. The missions is kind of, you know, you're surviving against 15 waves of enemies. Now we got a combo. AT-AT, AT-STs.
Hit that walker with your harpoon.
Ooh, just got it. The PC controls for mouse, I noticed this in the beta, were a little bit off. They seem a little tighter in this game, but I will, in the full game, but I will say that it doesn't feel quite right to me in terms of the responsiveness. Of course, I've never been incredibly good at mouse and keyboard flying, so, you know, take that with a grain of salt, but I am much better with controller, and it works flawlessly with the controller, so that's good. And even when I was playing on Xbox One the other days, this game, it was working excellent as well in terms of the flight mechanics. First-person snow speeder, Timo asks. Let's do it.
We need to do something about that AT-AT.
Walkers are within blast range of the power generator.
Uh-oh. Let's take this walker down.
Use the harpoon.
First-person tow cable.
Detach tow cable.
Success. All right. I was.
About to open fire on our generator. Take it out.
Multiple walkers preparing to fire at our generator.
Oh no! I was dilly-dallying too much.
One more pass.
I think Alex glitched out of the game, unfortunately.
Imperial units zeroing in on our generator. Another speeder is down.
Yeah, he said his screen black screened on him.
AT-AT is destroyed.
So it's up to me.
Shoot the harpoon.
After he got that tow cable takedown, he got knocked off. You can see, so I'm getting shot at now, and it's making me miss. No, 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 no!
We've got multiple enemy walkers preparing to fire on the generator.
Oh man, I might want to take that AT-ST down. I don't know if it's going to keep hitting me like this.
Almost there. Release cable.
All right, there we go.
Nice work.
Man, these guys are getting close. All right, what else do we got here? I think this is the last guy. Oh! All right, we got to do another run. See how quick that turnaround is? I should have been taking advantage of that more.
That was the last one.
That's just left on D-pad there. Or right. Mission accomplished.
Great job, Luke Squadron. We'll see you at the rendezvous point.
So epic. So pretty good initial mission there. I did beat it in 8 minutes. Complete without failing a tow cable takedown. Drat. We almost got it. So that's the game, guys. We saw gameplay from the multiplayer, all of the biggest game modes, from many different weapons, the star cards, how the system works for collecting. You can also collect these dioramas, which are kind of 3D figurines that are in-game and absolutely gorgeous from some of the stuff we've seen so far, but we won't be able to see all of it here, of course, until you unlock it. Saw some of the customization, the characters, even the offline mode. We finally got to take a look at that. So I really hope this was a good overview of the game for you guys. You can see these are some of the dioramas you can unlock. And they're pretty difficult. I mean, earn 1 million score in multiplayer. I've earned 55,000 so far. It's possible. It's possible. It's not going to take forever. Ranks, oh, Stormtrooper. Achieve rank 10. Okay, we're almost there. So there's a bunch of different ones here. And overall, I mean, a pretty epic game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the initial first stream here. The first look at Star Wars Battlefront. This is going to be a historic game. Hopefully this will be a historic video. You guys can skip back through it if you're just tuning in now. Check out the rest of the stream. Subscribe if you are new for some more Battlefront streams coming soon. Really hope you enjoyed the gameplay. And if you're watching this in post, thanks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon. This is StoneMount64, over and out.